All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, the founder and CEO of GAR Capital. Glad to have you with me this morning and every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on our YouTube channel. I apologize for not doing the video consistently the past week that we just had because we had Hurricane Milton. It's pretty much rearranging everything, preparing for the storm, but all good over here. Thanks for the well wishes. Glad to be back. We had a video yesterday and a podcast yesterday, which was kind of just the audio version of the YouTube video posted yesterday. So kind of went over the past week, previewed the week. So again, any kind of information that you're seeking to kind of preview the week, couple of names that we're watching, I posted that on the watch list on our Discord. If you're interested in joining, here is our Discord right here, the live market blog, all the news and information you need to start your trading day. And three stocks we're watching: TQs, Micron, and GLD. So again, that is all there. If you guys are interested in checking that out, the information to jump on the live market blog is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Dow futures are down 62 points. The Nasdaq's up about 0.45% at the moment, 20,542. The S&P is up about quarter point. Russell up 0.03%, pretty marginal, but the Nasdaq starting to push. 10-year Treasury yields 4.098. The dollar index 103.23, up 0.45%. Crude oil is down 2.24% this morning. Gasoline as well, down 2.33%. Gold futures down 0.33%, 26.67. That's probably mostly the dollar at this moment because it's up right now. Silver futures down about 1.12% this morning. Yet crypto is up 65,085 for Bitcoin futures, 2561 for Ethereum. That's up nearly 4%. In terms of Forex land, Aussie dollar is down 46 pips. Dollar yen is up 60 pips. That's the ones that are really moving this morning. I want to get started with the dollar index. All right, let's go and take a look at the dollar index here. And this is going to be a big driver of commodities, oil, gold, all that stuff. Bitcoin, I guess, is kind of in its own world today. But again, dollar is going to be important. Take a look at this. You have the 100-day moving average. We're right below it. So we want to see if we reject that. But the key level for me in terms of the dollar and why I'm bullish this week is I think we're going to reject this 20-week moving average at 103. 15 or so it's currently. But again, this is the week. So again, by the end of the week, we should be able to be below this moving average. At the moment, it is above. That's fine. But stocks are moving higher, which is no harm, no foul, especially if you're a stock trader or options trader. But again, that dollar by the end of the week needs to be below 103.15. Below 103 would be even better. But again, that's what I'm expecting. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at futures together. And you can see how futures are just moving higher. S&P 500 just melting up. We talked about on the video yesterday about election anxiety, and that's what's causing the melt up. Economy's doing fine. Things are in the right place. Now we're getting some earnings. So again, we'll see if the S&P does have the continuation ahead of the election. After November, guys, we're going to move higher regardless of who wins. But the point of the matter is, what can we do now while we're kind of waiting for the biggest catalyst of 2024? Let's take a look at NASDAQ futures together. NASDAQ futures starting to move higher. 2487 would be a nice level of, actually the breakout level. Really looking here, you can see 1, 2, 3, about 4 times it took to finally break out. Was watching this last night and it was very slow moving. Finally got the move, I think right around 5 in the morning this morning. 20,600 looks to be next. Again, most of this is probably going to be NVIDIA, which is what I'm looking at. There you go, NVIDIA. 136.16. Masterclass is at NVIDIA calls right now. We played NVIDIA twice last week. If you guys saw the video, here it was. We had what did we have? Options. We had the 125 calls and the 135 calls last week. So that was well done. Let's take a look at NVIDIA together. You can see again that breakout of this trend line here, or this upward wedge, triangle, whatever you want to call it. 136.16, that was my level to break. That was the highs from July, and you could see it up to 140. I went ahead and broke this down for Masterclass. So again, we sent DAL for the rest of the members, but again, I sent NVIDIA 140 calls to our masterclass. I forgot to put the chart up, but we always have the chart on NVIDIA anyways, ready to go. So here we go, take 2. Here it is, 131.42. That's pretty much where we were getting in that second trade. So any kind of trades that we send out are always broken down with explanations and a chart on why we got it. It's very, very important to understand why you're doing something, not just pressing a button and hoping for the best. So with that being said, it's trading at 136.47. That's pretty much why the Nasdaq's moving higher. Nvidia being so important to tech. 140 is the next target. I expect us to get there this week. Let's take a look at AMD together. AMD pulled back a little bit, as we know, when they had the AI event, but it did bounce off 165, waiting for 170 to break. And once it does break 170, I fully expect it to get to 175. We had some DAL calls. This stock is green pre-market. We need to get above 5170 to around 52. 52 should be enough, and we're rocking and rolling. That was near the wick high from the earnings report last Thursday, and then it pulled back, and then we played the bounce. So DAL looking pretty solid. Let's take a look at JP Morgan. Again, great earnings. Yay to Jamie Dimon. Congratulations to a great bank. It's a bank I've been saying forever to stick with. JPM and Goldman Sachs, pretty much the two banks I think that are best to roll by. But once we get above 225.46 on JPM, we really got up to 233. So again, beautiful symmetrical upward channel. That's what we're looking for continuation to the upside. Let's take a look at Russell together. Futures. 2260 is what I'm looking for in terms of the Russell. If we can get above there, then I'm looking for 2300. You can see this upward wedge. We've been kind of just fighting it here and there. Again, the dollar being lower would be nice. If the dollar does go lower and rejects that weekly moving average that I was talking about, Russell is going to benefit for sure. And one more stock today, SoFi got a $2 billion investment of some kind, some capital injection. I talked about this on the Market Watch channel. Here it is. This is on the 11th at 10:34. I said SoFi, tons of call volume around the 9.5 strike for next week and October 25th. I think one of our guys or a couple of our members caught that. I did not send that because we already had enough signals, in my opinion. But again, 9.19, you're looking at $10 as your next resistance. So again, if you decide to trade this name, you're looking for right around $10 to $10.25. That's what I'm looking at this morning. If you kind of want a little more commentary on, again, the expectations of what's to come and what I'm looking at in terms of the market, make sure to take a look at that last video that we had on, last night. All right, let's go ahead and get started with some of your questions. Let's take a look at Apple together. All right, here is Apple looking for maybe above 230, and then you can get above 233 to 234. Let's take a look at Palantir. Palantir has been absolutely on fire. I mean, we've been playing the trade for a while now on call out more. And you could see here 44, 45 is your next target. Again, it could be way, way overbought now. Let's go ahead and see if it is. Probably is. Yeah, guys, you're trading at a 79 RSI on the weekly. Just tread carefully here. I'm not saying, oh, you just got to sell the stock here or anything. But in terms of trading calls, it's going to be difficult. If you are extremely bullish, then you're looking for the 45 strike, maybe buy some time. But I can't signal when we're that high overbought. That's just ripe for a reversal, and I definitely don't want to take that risk with our team. So let me go ahead and remove this study. That was Palantir, by the way. Thanks for the question, Mike. Camilo asks, any thoughts on Chinese stocks? So let's take a look at FXI. Really, when people ask about Chinese stocks, the one stock that's comes to mind is really BABA, because it's such a big part of FXI, which is the iShares China name. This is just volatility. Very, very difficult to trade. And you're basically betting that the Chinese government is going to provide stimulus. So with that being said, it's going to be a very risky trade. I would say wait for 30.42. That would fill this gap here. And then this would show that resistance level. Resistance becomes new support, or previous resistance becomes new support. Once you get to 30.43, then I think it would be worth a shot to buy it there. But here, no, I would not. I would not touch that. PayPal, good morning. All right, PayPal, I still got 82.03 as my alert. We're getting close, but once we get there, we're targeting 84.70 to 85. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All is well here. Life is good and back to work. Happy to say that. Microsoft, let's take a look at it. Microsoft, again, bouncing off this trend line here. I almost wanted to short this a couple of weeks ago, or was it a week ago? Thankfully, I did not. We're watching it very closely. But really the key here, as long as you kind of break above the 200-day here. So, we're about to death cross. That's kind of scary. Ooh, this one's going to be tough. I think there's better opportunities out there because you may have to wait a bit. But I'll place an alert above 420, and then that'll kind of wake us up that Microsoft might be a shot to get us to 430 for a $10 move if we stay above these MAs. But for now, I think there's other opportunities out there. Painless says, JPM, please. Thank you, Carlos. Hey, yes, thank you. Just very blessed that nothing happened. And I know there's other people in Tampa and the other side of Florida that are going through it. It's just been very, very tough in terms of hurricanes for a lot of people. I hope everyone gets the help that they need and rebuilds, because Florida has rebuilt after every hurricane and we'll be better for it for sure. Just hoping everyone made it out all right. JPM again, looking for 225.46 for the break. We're at 222.55, slightly green, but looking good for right now on JPM again. Beautiful upward channel. Nothing has really changed. You can see the stock market moving higher. Maybe some value names are getting a step back. Dow futures are red, but yet the Nasdaq's up. Why is that? Most of it is Nvidia. Let's take a look at Tesla real quick. I wanted to take a look at that for a second. And Tesla is bouncing, is now about, what, $2 up? I don't know if you guys saw the video in regards to SpaceX landing a rocket. That's pretty sweet. Definitely bullish Tesla. If only it was that easy, right? In terms of the 4-hour chart, you could see double top here, right around 265. That was my biggest fear. And you can see now we're bouncing around that 213 support level. That's what I was kind of watching. If we can get above 225.37, there is a gap to fill on Tesla from their AI event, which is around 232. That might be a little tight, but I think we can do the 235 calls and catch a move. So again, be on the lookout for that alert. All right, so that's where we are this week. All right, I'm going to get back to it, get started with the team on the Discord server. Have a great rest of your Monday. I will see you guys later on the server as well. Cheers all.